circulated a schedule, my lords, that
yes, two schedules.
two schedules.
One is of TET and
One
the
is
other
of the
is of DSC.
DSC, that is TRT.
TRT, yes.
Yes.
You call this as DSC 2024 or TRT? APTRT.
APTRT, which is the District Selection Committee. Technically, it is called TRT.
TRE.
The notification, it says TRT.
Teacher recruitment test.
Teacher recruitment. It's the petitioners before my lords are appearing for both the TET as well as the TRT. On the last occasion, my lords, I've also submitted that the petitioners before my lords are not qualified for the TET at an earlier point of time. They are appearing now for the qualification. And now whether they are qualified or not, they would only come to know on 14th of next month, 14th of March. And the TRT exam commences from 15th
on 15th.
15th of March. And virtually leaves no room for preparation for the petitioners to prepare for the TRT exam.
Now for the TET, the exams just started yesterday.
They started yesterday.
And they would go on till?
They would go on till
21.
21.
No. 9/3.
9th March.
9th March. Yes.
9th March 2024. And the result will be declared on 14th March 2024. In between, my lords, they have provided 1 day as a window for giving objections to the key that is released.
Brother, kindly see page 18, the altered dates.
Huh?
There's a change of dates.
Is it?
But the TET commences from 27, ends on 6/3 instead of 9/3.
No, TET commences from, yes, 27 and
ends on 6/3.
Oh, you see, you have still reduced it.
Reduced it.
Okay. Where is that?
Lord, filed it along with my counter. 18, page 18.
When does it end? 6/3.
6/3. The final results, on 12/3.
So this one you have stated in the counter.
Yes.
But when did you communicate this that it'll end by 6/3?
Yes, it's already notified and it's
then itself.
No.
No,
On the last occasion when I made my submission, where your lordships granted time for filing counter, on that day.
On that day you have.
Yes.
What is the date?
23rd. 23rd February.
Yes.
That is the case.
All
Yes. Lords, I was pointing out to the time that is provided for the objection. Initial key is released on 10th March. Objections is only provided, can be only given on one particular day, that is immediately, that is on 11th. And they immediately proceed to declare the result on 14th March. And now my lords may compare it to the TRT notification, which shows that the exam commences from 15th April onwards. That is immediate day after the result. And now there is absolutely no time for preparation, as my humble submission. It is also, my lords, they say that the petitioners before my lords and
last time Mr. Naidu was also saying that the syllabus is one and the same. If you have appeared for exams till yesterday, what is the problem? In
fact, my lords, our grievance was that the TET has to be. So it happened that TET has commenced. My lords have resolved. Then my lords have felt that this is a matter that has to be disposed on the basis of the counter. But main grievance before my lords is that the TET has to be delayed for some time, at least for a period of 2 weeks, so that sufficient time is available for the candidates to prepare for both TET and TRT. Now, at any rate, my lords, the rigor for TRT would be, syllabus might be same, but the rigor of the test and TRT is much higher than the TET. It's a preliminary and mains. The subjects might be the same, but the degree of questioning could be difficult than as what is compared to an eligibility test.
Yeah.
Even at
This is only eligibility.
this is only an eligibility test.
So what is the eligibility? You prescribe a cutoff mark, is it?
Yes. No. It is not a cutoff mark, my lords. They give weightage. There is a qualification mark who will be deemed as qualified once you appear for TET. Second would be that a weightage is given to the candidates who are qualified TET. And that weightage is 20%. My lords, may kindly take to page 53 of the writ papers.
Yes.
53. I read Roman 4 column C, my lords. The validity of certificates. This is for the TET. The validity of certificate shall be for a period of 7 years from the date of TET consent as per CTET. A person who has qualified in TET examination may appear again for improving his or her scores in subsequent years. The said certificate will be given in digital format.
The validity of TET. Okay, you have a validity also.
Now it is dispensed with, if I'm not wrong.
Which means
Dispensed with. It is a lifetime validity.
Okay.
From 2020.
No, but what are you reading then? This is not the latest notification.
This is the latest notification. Somehow it does not encapsulate that particular aspect. This is what I'm reading is the notification that is issued for this.
So where does it say that? Okay, C.
Yes, C.
C.
But this is not the latest rule. But this is not the rule that is in vogue. The rule that is in vogue now is that the TET has a permanent validity once a person is qualified.
But then how did this come in?
That they have to answer, my lords.
But
This is the latest notification.
Copy paste style.
Possibly. My lords, may go to Roman 6 for a moment. Weightage of TET score in teacher recruitment. A 20% weightage of TET score shall be provided in the teacher recruitment of the state government. Balance 80% will be for the written test in teacher recruitment test. So it is not only those candidates who have not qualified for TET, but also those candidates who have already qualified, but reappearing for the TET for the purposes of improving their score, so that the weightage in the ultimate TRT examination will be improved. The 20% will be improved based on their score in the TET. So therefore, those candidates who have not appeared or who have not qualified, and those candidates who have already qualified will still appear for the TET 2024, and they'll try to either qualify or improve their score and be known of the result only on 14th March. 14th March, and then again they're asked to write for the TRT exam on 15th March. From 15th March. And my lords, there is no absolute.
Now in TET, if you get high marks, you get more weightage?
More weightage.
I see. So on what basis, how do they calculate this? The maximum will be 20%.
20%. 20% weightage.
So that would be dependent on the score that you get.
In the TET.
In the TET.
The qualification.
So starting from what point you get 20 marks, up to 20 marks?
It is like this. If the TRT is examined, is measured at 100 marks, out of which 20 marks are for the TET. And in this 20 marks, it depends upon how much score I have obtained. That prescribes as to within 20 marks, how much would I get, whether it is 10 marks or 15 marks.
So how do they calculate that?
That scheme, they should be aware, my lords, as to because nothing speaks in this particular notification. This is the notification that is supposed to elaborate as to how they are calculating it. Nothing is forthcoming in the notification that is at least issued as to how they are calculating. They only say weightage is given for 20%.
Oh, I think they'll just fix a qualifying mark, and then everybody who passes the threshold will be given 20 marks.
No, it is not like that. It is not like that.
No.
The scheme of the scheme that I understand from the reading of the notification is not that. I will have a minimum marks to qualify. Then after qualification, how much ever I go up, that percentage will be taken to award me this 20 marks. If I'm achieving 90%, maybe 18 marks. If I'm achieving only 50%, maybe 10 marks.
That's exactly. Is there any schedule given here?
Nothing.
Or any explanation how the marks will be awarded?
The learned GP has to answer it. How is TET score?
TET score.
At least in the notification, nothing is.
This may not be of relevance in this matter before your lordships, because
No,
2018.
but otherwise your notification also doesn't indicate how you will allot.
Even
How you will award
2018 DSC also the same notification, the same
Yes, therefore only it's already a practice.
calculation, my lord.
Is in vogue already, so they should be able to generally tell us.
Yes, yes. I will appraise you, lord.
All right, all right.
It's securance.
That being the case, my lords, those candidates who are qualified, who are not qualified, are appearing for the TET 2024. Now they are asked to appear for the examination. Now they are taking this examination, and they would be giving an opportunity to challenge the key only for one single day. And on 14th March, the result is declared. 15th March, I am asked to appear for the TRT is my grievance before my. Now there is absolutely no time for me to prepare for the TRT, which has a higher degree of which requires a higher degree of preparation. In view of the fact that being a recruitment test, the line of questioning will be at a higher pedestal than what it is in the eligibility test. On the last occasion, my lords, I've made a submission that attending examination is a fundamental right if he is otherwise qualified to attend the examination. Right to attend examination being a fundamental right, merely attending examination is not a real meaning that is given to the fundamental right, but it is about effective attending the examination is what will give a real meaning to it.
Yes.
And now in the counter, they challenge the locus of the petitioners before my lords, that they are not qualified. And so therefore they have no right to question about the timelines that are prescribed with the teacher recruitment test. That I would only know on 14th of March. I can't wait till then knock the doors of this court. Second submission is that the writ petitioners are only 5 in number, whereas the examination is attended by lakhs in number, so therefore they can't maintain this. Writ petition is not sustainable in my humble submission.
Even one person also can form a class by himself. Article 14.
There is discrimination.
There is discrimination.
No. Not without discrimination, not the issue of discrimination. Even a single person under law can form a class by himself.
Yes.
So the issue whether it is only a minuscule number or a large number does not really matter.
No, the other parameters also.
All right. Yes, please. Yes. All right. That's all. Yes.
Lord, with regard to the clarification, my lord, I'll just clarify. My lord, different with regard to different reserved categories, different cutoff marks will be prescribed. Lord, say for example, my lord, certain reserved, if 35 marks is the qualifying marks.
In which one? TET
in
or
TET, eligibility test. Suppose the candidate gets 70 marks. Out of that 70 marks, my lord, 20% will be added to the TRT score.
Sorry, out of
70 marks. Suppose a candidate gets 70 marks. Out of that, my lord, 20% of the marks will be added to the TRT score. First, they should be qualified.
So there's a minimum qualifying mark.
Yes.
And then over and above that, there is some.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Where's your counter? So where is that notification you've given now on?
A change of dates, you know. Regard?
No, you said you have re-notified the dates of exams.
Yes, my lord.
Where is that?
Find it page 18. Before your lordships goes to page 18, I invite your lordship's attention, page 16. What has happened in 2018? Page 16 for a moment, your lordships.
. Yes.
Page 16, this is the notification schedule given, my lord, in 2018 for both AP TET and TRT. Where, my lord, the exams are conducted on the same day. Both TET and TRT, both the exams are conducted on the same date, sir.
I see. When? 2018.
18 notice.
T and TRT both.
TRT.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now your lordship sees at page 18.
I believe you've given me some other schedule.
That's in 2022, my lords. That's a TET schedule. That is
Ah.
only TET.
That is only TET, only TET.
Only TET. A TRT was not conducted back then. The last recruitment happened only in 2018.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It is possibly that nobody challenged it.
Yes.
Now your lordship sees the schedule that is being altered at page 18. The TET, my lord, only with respect to TET, it's the applications, my lord, I will skip that part at serial number 6, schedule of the examinations. Now, my lord, that started yesterday, that is on 27/2/2024 to 6/3/2024. Lord, then, my lord, release of the initial key, then the initial objections, then final key, and the result. The final result declaration is on 12/3. Initially, that was around 14/3. Now, DSC, my lord, examination starts from 15/3/2024 to 33, concludes on 33/2024.
Yes.
Now, my lord, we came on record, my lord, stating that now that the petitioners before your lordships, my lord, ventilating their grievance that, my lord, that there is not enough time for us to prepare for the next examination or the initial exam. Lordship sees, my lord, this they already have certain amount of time. However, my lord, we came on record, your lordship sees my averment in page 9, para 16.
Yes.
I submit that in order to give more time to the SGT candidates for preparation, government has taken steps to conduct examination for the post of school assistant first. And thereafter, exam will be conducted for the post of SGTs. That is, SGT exams are scheduled from 25/3/2024, resulting in additional 13-day time available for the petitioner for exam. And my lord, the revised schedule, as your lordship has already gone through at page 18, has been acted here. Now, your lordship sees, my lord, it's not only about the petitioners. Your lordship sees there are certain people. I've given the data at page 11, para 17 in the tabular form, where TET examination is conducted in 2018, where, my lord, 2,13,042 people have been qualified. Lord, then again, TET cum TRT in 2018, 2,89,108. This is 2022. 1,50,375 were qualified. In another, my lord, another TET that was conducted in 2022. Lord, out of 5,22,000, 2,35,000 were already qualified. Lord, only 2018 and 22. The qualified candidates alone comes to around 5 lakh in number. Lord, at this stage, my lord, where the TET is already commenced, Lord, all arrangements have been made. Lord, as per the schedule. Even, my lord, considering the grievance of the petitioners before your lordships, we made a concession, my lord, to
About 1 week time. From, I think now the schedule, which has been squeezed, the first TET schedule, which has been squeezed a little more, I think, 6/3. The exams would end by 6/3. Now you have almost about a week's time. Little more than a week, almost 8 days. You
week plus 13 days.
9 days. The TRT would start from 15th March. So you would then have about 9 days for preparation and other things also.
Then again, from 25/3, my lord, SGTs will be
But
taking.
you see, 1 minute, release of this initial key on the next day, all right. Then the receiving of objections on initial key is on the same date.
Yes.
1 day only.
Yes.
And within 1 day, how is it possible to submit these objections and all?
Add that may just add.
Everything is online.
Running contrary to their own. Lords may kindly take to page 43 in the writ petition at
Release of
24.
Huh?
Lords may kindly take to the writ petition for a moment. Alright, so now looking at the counter, may I request my lords to go for the writ petition for a moment
Hmm.
regarding the objections time that is provided. The TRT notification itself provides as to how it has to deal with the situation where they have to consider the objection with respect to the key that is released.
Yes. Sorry.
My lords, we kindly take to page 43 in the writ petition to the notification.
Now, how do you receive objections?
Online.
Online.
These are all OMR sheets.
Mhm.
OMR sheets, not much time will be.
Now, there are
Sent.
so many issues that arise. Last time also, in fact, I had seen it myself and pointed out.
Yes.
I had dealt with these issues. There are several issues which will arise with regard to these keys.
Yes.
There are situations when the government or whatever institutions which have conducted, they have issued more than 3 keys continuously, one after the other.
Hope that will not happen in this case.
Hopefully, very much. But yet, even with regard to submission, there are issues which would arise that some people would say they have submitted their objections. You would say you have not received it online, etc., etc. All these things would take definitely some time. So if you're squeezing into this extent, there would be several people who will be deprived of this opportunity.
There is a contingency.
It is not a contingency. May I just request?
No, I'm telling you my own experience. That I have seen issues, several issues which have even come up to the apex court, that this release of final key, there are even instances where several final keys were issued. And then for every final key again for filing objections, they had to issue separate extra time. Yes. Again, inviting objections. There were situations when initially by way of long time used to be given when we had that system of submitting it by post and all that. But after that, the submission of online, with regard to submission of online also, several issues will arise. Some would say they have submitted, you would say you have not received, and so on and so on. All this verification process will take some time. You cannot speed up this process.
Substantiate the thing. May I kindly request my lords to take to the writ papers 23, which has contemplated such situation. The TRT notification, they have contemplated very same situation that my lords are now expressing. In page 43, in the TRT notification itself.
43 of your
page 40, page 43 of the writ papers.
Writ petition.
That's the TRT notification. I'm taking my lord. My lords may see rule 24.
Yes.
May I read that, my lord?
Yes.
Publishing of the initial key and filing of objections as notified from the Commission of School Education shall issue the schedule of notification covering all aspects, including payment fee, conducting of CBT, release of initial key / final key, and declaration of results. Yes. The Commission of School Education being the competent authority to publish the initial key of the question after the conduct of the CBT, inviting objections through online, if any, from the candidates who appeared for the CBT, duly giving a reasonable time to the candidates for filing objections on the initial key, and the same shall be disposed of by the expert committee constituted by the Commission of School Education.
Correct. When will you do all this?
So all in one day, which they think is a reasonable time.
You see, there is a process there that is involved. There is an expert committee to actually fix the key. Then objections are taken. They will be considered by the committee. There are situations where even those keys which have been released were found to be incorrect, and courts have set aside some of those answers with again a direction to re-evaluate or whatever.
But this is with regard to TRT at page 32. My friend just read out the condition stipulated at 24 at page 43.
Also.
This is with regard to the TRT.
Also. It can't. The reasonability can't vary from TET to TRT.
Yes, it's the same thing. You see, even with regard to release of keys also, there was a very serious dispute serious disputes have arisen, which I personally had dealt with such very, very serious issues. And the High Court had to intervene, and even with regard to the keys, some of the answers had to be declared by the High Court as correct, and the key shown is incorrect.
Hopefully that will not happen in this case.
Hope so. Hopefully, but you cannot see everybody. Every single person's right is essential, and that has to be respected.
Right to foresee and contingency, my lord, that doesn't exist.
This is not forcing something that wouldn't happen. It is a very much that is provided in the rule, which would obviously happen.
It's unfortunate that these unforeseen contingencies which would arise, the experienced officers have not taken those things into consideration.
Some things can't be left to vagaries of time.
Yes. Anything else you want to submit?
Lord, I rely on this judgment. This Honorable Supreme Court.
That I've seen last time also.
No, this other judgment, my lord, where your lordships find at page 24 of my.
You have cited para 14 and 15.
No, your lordship sees the other judgment, which now we relying, my lord, that page 24.
I see. There's another judgment.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you just filed the same judgment.
This is a neat judgment, my lord, which.
Yes. Which paragraphs?
Lordship sees that from para 5, lord, page 26, my lord, para 5.
Yes.
The second column of the above chart. This is with regard to the dates, my lord, that was going to clash, my lord, with NEET 2021 course of events and NEET PG 2022.
No.
The tabular form above, your lordship says. The para 5. The second column of the above chart indicates the course of events in NEET PG 2021 entrance exam. The first round of counseling took place in 12th and 22nd January 2022. Second round took place between 3rd February to 12th February and was extended to 18th February. Thereafter, mop-up or stray rounds have taken place up to 7th May 2022. The states are holding their counseling sessions till 12th May 2022. The NEET PG exam was originally scheduled for 12th March 2022 but was postponed due to clash with the counseling dates. This was noticed in judgment and so and so.
Not a ratio.
All right. Anything else? All right. Reserved orders.
In fact, my lord, the grievance of the petitioner was well examined. The lordship sees me in my counter. We went on to give a concession. My lord, for the SGTs, my lord, and the examination starts on 25/3. This is only on a contingency where the petitioner qualifies in the TET. My lord, on a contingency, your lordship, my lord, has to see in a public law remedy under 226. In a broader picture, my lord, where public at large and should not be affected. That is my only submission.
So humanly not possible for me to come and challenge before this court after
even
me qualifying on 14th March to stop the examination on 15th March.
No, even otherwise, your lordship sees a prayer. For a moment, your lordship sees a prayer. It is a prayer seeking quashing or set aside of the notification itself. Lord, in its entirety, where the amendments are made with regard to the eligibility of BEds to be considered for the post of SGTs and all, that was already said, taken care of by the division bench, my lord, where we made a concession. My lord, the only amendment, my lord, is that there's nothing that has been forthcoming from the writ amendment itself. My lord, as to what is the grievance of the petitioner seeking it to quash the notification itself. Then grievance of the petitioner is that, my lord, on a contingency, if he qualifies, my lord, he doesn't have any time to prepare. More or less, in my friend on the last occasion has also on record saying that more or less the syllabus are for both the exams are similar. Same, one and the same. But in fact, my learned friends, clients will not be at prejudice. In fact, that doesn't have to prepare for the second round.
He's assuming that I don't qualify.
They just don't have to refresh their memory also.
No. 215 is some matter.